MEP for Romania and Vice Chair of the delegation to the EU-Ukraine Parliamentary Association Committee. Thank you very much for your time today. And from your contacts in Ukraine, what are you hearing about the situation in the country today? What is their assessment of the fighting?
Well, in my opinion, anyway, in Europe we will have a crisis, an economical crisis due to this unprovoked and barbaric aggression of Russia. And the idea to impose sanctions which will have effects on the medium and long term is not the right solution. The right solution is to exclude Russia from the SWIFT system now in order to reduce the cash flow that support the aggression of the Russian army in Ukraine. Otherwise, we will impose sanctions with the effects on the medium term, but the peoples are dying in Ukraine now.
The Lithuanian Prime Minister has been saying in the last couple of hours that there is no strong opposition left to removing Russia from that SWIFT payment system. Just to remind our viewers, that is the system by which bank transfers are done. But someone I spoke to yesterday described that as a nuclear option, in that it would have a hugely detrimental effect on other countries like your own, countries around the world. But do you think, are you convinced that this is a measure that will make Vladimir Putin sit up and take notice?
Well, I'm not looking necessarily to the Latvia. I'm worried about the position of Germany and Italy, which are very much against of this solution, because the Germany and Italy are very influential inside of European Union, even in transatlantic relations. My opinion is that the key element now, if we like to save lives in Ukraine, is to exclude Russia from the SWIFT system.
And of course, there has been the removal of Russian membership from the Council of Europe, or indeed the suspension, I should say, of Russian membership from the Council of Europe. We are seeing from sport to business, from all sorts of sectors around the world, action being taken to exclude Russia. So do you think all these measures collectively will make a difference?
Look, we have a problem on the understanding of Russia. Main countries from European Union are talking about let's make business as usual with Russia after the aggression against of Moldova, after the aggression of against of Georgia, after aggression against of Ukraine in 2014. And always on the end we said let's make business as usual with Russia. In fact, now we have the proof that Russia is a terrorist country, and we supplied the terrorism of Russia with the European money, doing business as usual with Russia. Here is the problem on the end of the day. All this money, on the end of the day, are affecting the security of the countries which are on the eastern border of EU and NATO. And the Germany and Italy must understand that. In fact, we supply with money the terrorism of Putin against of eastern border of European Union and NATO.
Mr. Basescu, thank you very much for your time today. Traian Basescu, MEP for Romania, also Vice Chair of the delegation to the EU